I'm Oscar Archibald.
And I'm Chloe Wasik.
What's your name and what's the name of your film?
I'm Joseph, and I made the film Horizon Boulevard.
And what is your film about?
Well, I made it last summer when I moved into the town of Merrickville for the first time, and I'm a film student, so I just wanted to make something. I ended up creating an original song, and it needed a music video, so I ended up just producing that, and it just kind of came out of me. Yeah.
How did you hear about this festival?
I heard about it through flyers, actually, just receiving the mail and seeing it in the newspaper and being interested in it, and then, following through and making something for it, and then ending up here. Yeah.
Are you excited to see your film, on the big screen?
Very. I've seen a few of my own films on the big screen before, and it's always so exciting to, see it in the moment and hear the sound systems and everything, and it's actually mixed how you like it to be. And I'm really excited because it's inspiring also, knowing that your work is paying off, and it's validating for sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
And are there any sort of specifics you can give us to what your film is about, like the sort of content that is in it?
It's just about existing during the summer, I would say, and I think you'll pick up on that when watching it, because honestly, if I were to capture it in one word, it's just vibes. It's just, I tried to put as many good vibes as I could into it, and I hope people feel that way about it.
Do you think that you're going to do this next year, possibly?
I would like to. This is such an interesting environment, and this is like my first time ever interacting with Brockville or Merrickville in this kind of way. And so, yeah, absolutely. I also just love making films, so I'm never going to pass up an opportunity to have other people see my work and to see other people's work as well.
Okay, well, it was so nice talking with
nice
you.
to meet you.
I wish you the best of luck tonight, and I hope you have fun. Congratulations. So, what's your name and the name of your film?
My name's Hunter, and we were doing the What Makes My Town So Special.
So, how did you hear about this festival?
So we submitted our video because after we did a mental health escape room type thing. So and then we did that, and then after we picked a couple of people to help do the video, and I was lucky enough to be one of those people.
Is your film focused on mental health?
Well, it's what makes our community, what we love about our community.
Who helped you the most while making your film?
My friend Kyle and Tegan. I'm camera shy, so I wasn't.
Nice. Okay. Do you think you're gonna do this again next year?
I'm hoping so.
Well, thank you for joining us.
It was lovely talking to you. You
Best
have a
of
great
luck.
night. Best of luck.
Hi there, nice to meet you. What's your name and the name of your film?
I'm Emma. I made You're Not Alone. So it's about how to cope with anxiety, because I have a lot of anxiety sometimes, and I kind of just don't even know where I am anymore. So I just kind of wanted people, who have that feeling sometimes to be oh, cool. That person also feels that way sometimes, and I don't have to feel like I'm not even a thing anymore, So
That's a great message.
That it really is. Wow. Not nobody's alone, right?
Yeah.
That's so good. Who helped you the most while making your film?
who helped me choose the topic of it? My mom, she was kind of why don't you do it on this? And I was like, sure, why not,
Go ahead.
Are you excited to see your film on the big screen? How long did it take you to make it?
Maybe 2 months. I don't really know. I kind of filmed a lot of it at the same time, and then edited it maybe the next month or something.
Are films something you can see yourself doing in the future, or is this like something you want to continue to do?
Probably, kind of like just to, boost people's minds.
Well, it was lovely talking to you.
Yes, thank
We're
you.
excited to see your film.
Yes.
So you have a great night. Congratulations, and we wish you the best.
Bye.
Yes, have a good night. Hello. So, what's your name and what's the name of your film?
My name is Aiden, and my film name is I Love My Community.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Aiden. What inspired you most to make this film?
It seemed like a great activity to do, and I had very fun editing the video. Yeah.
So how did you hear about the festival, and like what made you want to put your film in it?
So Miss Carrie, our visitor, we'd made this play, and then she told us about the MyView festival, and that really made me inspired. So yeah, the whole team who made the play helped make it. So.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Do you plan on entering the film festival next year? Is this like something you want to pursue in the future?
I mean, it was such a big shock. I might not do it yet next year because I think this might be a one-time thing. But it was really fun doing it for one time. Yeah.
That's good that you.
I might do it again. But who knows?
It's good that you had fun doing it the first time. Yeah, and maybe it'll inspire you to do it next year. You never know. How long did it take you to make the film?
I'd say about. I'm just estimating, but 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you for meeting us.
It was
and
lovely
talking
talking
with us.
to you. You have a
Good
great
luck.
night. Good luck. What's your name and the name of your film?
Cheyenne Anderson, and I made Behind High School. That's my film. So, yeah.
And what is your film about?
So basically, it outlines the struggles of a student being in high school, especially through the pandemic.
Yeah.
So, mental health issues, the pressure of going to school every day when you're struggling with those. And I found it was very needed to be spoken about because it's very much so hidden. So,
Yeah.
Definitely relate to that one. Who helped you the most while making your film?
I actually made it all by myself.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
But I did have a little help from my high school media arts teacher, Ricardo Doras. He was the initial one to put me into filming and told me to chase my dreams. I didn't think I could do it at first, but he put a lot of faith in me, so he helped me a lot.
That's amazing.
So that's amazing to hear. Wow.
How long did it take you to make the film?
A good 6 months.
Oh wow.
By planning everything. It's silent,
Okay.
I find the pictures really speak for itself. So that was my idea of it, but it took 6 months
That's
to
really
plan
cool.
everything, especially I did my own makeup for everybody. So, yeah.
Are you excited to see it?
I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Yes.
We're excited to see it
Yes,
as well.
I'm very excited for this one.
Do you have more questions?
Is this something you kind of want to pursue in the future? Do you see yourself entering
I
the
already got accepted to Algonquin College for the
Congratulations.
film production, so I'm going to be doing that, and I'm very excited to see where my career goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we look forward to seeing it, and
It was so nice talking to you tonight. Wish you the best of luck. Thank you. So proud. Have a good night.
hi there, nice to meet you. What's your name and the name of your film?
Carter Blake and I filmed the movie Dogs.
Cool. And what is your movie about?
It's like a documentary type of movie about my two puppies, Theo and Piper.
That's amazing.
That's really sweet.
Who helped you while making this film?
My little brother Miles and my little brother Sydney were the actors, and then the rest was me.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
And how long did it take you to make the film?
2 weeks maybe?
How did you hear about the festival?
So I went to this youth summit in Kempville, and there was this baggie, and there was a flyer, and again at the international plowing match. There was
Do you think this is something you might want to pursue in the future? Like making films?
For sure, I love making movies. I do it a lot. Every almost every holiday my cousins come over and we like make like 5-minute little crazy movies.
Awesome. Well, best of luck tonight, and thank you for joining us.
It was lovely talking to you. Good luck. Congratulations. Hello. So can you say your name and the name of your movie as well?
My name is Sophie.
My name is Tegan, and our movie is called I Love My Community.
Can you like specify what is going to be in your movie, like what it's about?
We were interviewing people in our community.
Just to see how they impact our community. And
That's good.
That's amazing.
How long did it take you roughly to make your film?
About half the day.
Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
How did you hear about the festival? Like, what made you want to do this?
This lady named Carrie came to our school, and she's our mental health person.
Yeah.
And so she told us that if we would like to, then we could join.
Yeah. And do you see yourselves doing something like this in the future, like filmmaking or just movies in general?
I don't think so, but it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always good to do something at least once in life.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us.
It was lovely talking
Best
to
of
you.
luck.
Best of luck tonight. Congratulations.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Wendy Embleton.
We heard there's a new award, the Exit Eastern Ontario Award. Could you sort of expand on what that is?
So Exit Realty Eastern Ontario, we have brokerages in a lot of the smaller communities and bigger city centers in the region. And what we wanted was to see why you love your community.
Yeah.
So we were really excited about seeing some of the information from the youth.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to choose your homes, your parents do. So why do
Yeah.
you like your towns?
Yeah. I just had a question, but it escaped me. Do you think that youth filmmaking is something that is really important? Just sort of youth in the arts, do you find that that is something that is important?
Certainly in the arts, yes, all across the board for the arts. But just having a voice and having some projects that are fun and engaging is really important.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
People to help empower them and use their voices. So I often insist that I have the best job at the health unit. So this is a really fun part of my job this evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to the 8th Annual MyView Youth Film Festival, presented by Magadi Insurance and Grenville Mutual Insurance. I hope you enjoyed the red carpet event in the lobby and the refreshments and got a chance to speak to some of the filmmakers. I'd like to first introduce Rob Adams, CEO of the YMCA of Eastern Ontario now, to share a welcome message with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and filmmakers. Welcome to the MyView Youth Festival, a unique program that invites 10 to 24-year-olds to share their voices and ideas through film. My name is Rob Adams. I'm the CEO of the YMCA of Eastern Ontario. And the YMCA of Eastern Ontario, I'd like to acknowledge, gathers on the traditional territory of the Wendat, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee peoples. And I'd also like to acknowledge that this territory that we serve this region on is an important gathering place for many First Nation, Métis, Inuit peoples, and we thank them for the stewardship of this land. When I was asked to say a few words to you tonight, I began to think about how expressing yourself is not that easy to do, so I really congratulate you doing that. That's one of the reasons why I'm happy to be here tonight with all of you to celebrate the voices and ideas of these filmmakers. Congratulations to each of you for becoming creators and for being nominated. I hope that and encourage you to continue sharing your unique skills and your unique selves. I look forward to tonight's event and to hearing what you have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rob. So Rob is a new partner this year, so we're really excited to have the YMCA of Eastern Ontario on board. We look forward to expanding a bit next year, so lots of fun work to do in the future too. Like many community initiatives, it is a real collaboration of effort to make an event like this happen. So I just want to take a minute to thank all the people and organizations that helped make tonight possible. First, I'd like to thank the filmmakers. Thank you for participating in the process, for sharing your voices, for being brave and taking a stand. I'd also like to thank anybody who helped us promote MyView. So schools, teachers, public health nurses, youth centers, newspapers, the Y, the Brockville Arts Centre help us promote it, so it's only as good as the number of people that hear about it, so big thanks to that. Also a thank you to Chloe and Oscar, our red carpet media interviewers who stepped in and stepped up and took a great role playing that role tonight. We'd like to thank the partners on the committee, so Rob Adams, Brian Edgley, and Emily Wimpenny from the YMCA. We'd like to thank our web editor who is with us in spirit. He's been with us since the very beginning of MyView, and he didn't let moving across the country and living in Victoria, BC now stop him. It just means we have to negotiate our Zoom times correctly and make sure we communicate properly. I'd like to thank John Barclay from Triune Arts as one of our committee members and really the driving force behind the film production portion of this initiative. And I'd like to extend a special thanks to all the staff at the health unit who helped make this possible tonight, all the communication staff and the printing staff and everybody who helped me as I was running around the last couple weeks. We'd also like to thank the staff and volunteers at the Brockville Arts Centre and the City of Brockville Cultural Services for hosting this evening in such a beautiful and historic venue. It definitely adds glamour to have the evening sit in this theatre. And finally, thank you to our sponsors. So we have Dale Elliott with Hometown TV as our media sponsor for this evening's ceremony. We have Your TV, who sponsored the age category prizes. And then our big prize sponsors, new this year, is Exit Realty of Eastern Ontario, sponsoring the $750 I Love My Community category. And again, we have this year's Kempville's McGahey Insurance and Renville Mutual Insurance, sponsoring our $1,000 grand prize. So this year there are 9 films nominated for the festival, and because this is an amateur contest and the motivation for it is to hear youth voices, our judging criteria is heavily weighted towards the content and message of the film. The winning films are determined by a panel of local celebrity judges. So this year, our celebrity judges are Mayor of North Grenville, Nancy Peckford, who couldn't be with us this evening because it's council meeting tonight in North Grenville. But we have the Deputy Mayor who's on our committee, John Barclay, representing. Brockville City Councillor Cameron Wales, previous MyView winner Alexa Wasik is one of our judges, and another previous MyView winner, Teresa Graham, is another one of our judges, and Doreen Barnes, producer and host of FYI on Your TV. So your programs have the finalists listed in them along with their film names, but I'd really like to give them a public shout out now. So as your film is announced, could you please come to the stage to get a group picture of the finalists before the screening. That way we can all put a face to the name and recognize the talent as it's rolling on the stage there. So I think my first one is not able to be here, but maybe his sister can accept his nomination certificate. So first one I have is Aiden Knudsen. Now Aiden, you had a bunch of people who were filmmakers with you, so bring your crew up on stage. Certificate for Aiden, but I can bring more. Where did Aiden go? Can I get Carter Blake for dogs? And if you'd like to bring your fellow filmmakers to camp. Your nomination certificate. So just have a little line up there. Elizabeth Newman for The Need for Kindness. Emma Yakimovich. Emma's older brother Adam was also nominated but not able to be here tonight, so Adam's film was Instant Gratification is Bad for Your Health. And he's really keeping that true to form because if he wins, he won't find out about it right away. Jacob Matt Kubeka for Social Media Dilemma. Joseph Gagliardi. Horizon Boulevard. Cheyenne Anderson for Behind High School Preview. We had one last nominee who wasn't able to be here tonight. Zoe Mainville made the film Passing of Time, and she did let me know ahead of time that she wasn't able to make it. All right, let's give these filmmakers All right, it's time to sit back now and relax and enjoy viewing the 9 nominated films. The film reel lasts about 35 minutes, and then as soon as the film reel is done, we'll start the award presentations, and we have 4 awards to give tonight.
Ding dong!
I got it! Why do all my friends have to come over when my parents are gone? Oh my god. I'm going to the park! Okay, see you in a bit. Nice piece. Hi, deal. I think I'm gonna go get a snack.
Come on, dogs! Dogs are such a staple of life. They also are the best living creatures in the world. They won't fight over the remote.
Stop it! I want it! Mom!
And they'll always be happy with you.
Oh, Theo. Come here, Piper. I got it. Piper.
See? And they're also perfect for cleaning up.
Piper, clean up! That makes my life easier. Oh, wait. That makes
And they'll also protect you at all costs. And dogs, this makes dogs the best living things in the world. The end. Right, Theo?
Hi, my name is Emmy Yakimovich, and I'm going to do a video on anxiety. I'm doing a video on anxiety because I've experienced it many times, and I want to let people know that they are not alone. I will be sharing what I've learned.
When I'm anxious, I get stuck in my head for weeks. Sometimes I don't even remember what it is I'm worrying about.
So I have learned some techniques that I will share with you today. First, there's one where I tighten everything on my body and hold for 10 seconds. Then I make everything go loose and relax myself. There's another one where I imagine an infinity symbol and then I trace from the middle and breathe in and out. Meditate as well. That really calms me down. If you don't know what meditation is, it's when you go in a comfortable position, so you can stand up, you can sit down, or you can lie down, whichever you choose, and you just focus on your breath. And then you just stay in that breath zone until you're ready to stop meditating. And if you're a beginner, I would suggest 5 minutes, but if you want to do more, do more. Once you have anxiety, it will come back, but you will not always be anxious about something. Guilt or fear or being overwhelmed is all anxiety. If you're experiencing that, try my tricks and see if that will help. Not just you kids, adults, please. These tricks may help you as well. All of you. You're not alone.
The need for kindness. The pandemic has made the last 2 years difficult and frustrating because of COVID-19. Society has been torn apart because of the pandemic restrictions and specifically the COVID-19 vaccine mandates. Social isolation compounded by the mandates have resulted in people becoming more judgmental. For example, the vaccinated point at the unvaccinated as selfish people, and the unvaccinated might say that the vaccinated are sheeple blindly following the government. This has destroyed many relationships, such as family, friends, neighbors, and in the workplace. It used to be okay to disagree with friends and to agree to have differing opinions, but that does not appear to be the case anymore because people have lost the ability to debate issues respectfully. People have lost the ability to debate topics respectfully because they are no longer open to other people's ideas and or beliefs. Nowadays, it seems as though society has been fractured by polarized views. Some of these views include COVID believer versus COVID denier, for masks versus against masks, for gloves versus against gloves, for social distancing versus against social distancing, for quarantines versus against quarantines, for lockdowns versus against lockdowns, for border restrictions versus against border restrictions, for COVID testing versus against COVID tests, against unnecessary travel versus for unnecessary travel, against non-essential workers versus for non-essential workers, against truckers versus for truckers, against James Top versus for James Top, for COVID-19 vaccines versus against COVID-19 vaccines, for Trudeau versus against Trudeau, for CBC and similar mainstream media versus against CBC and similar mainstream media. These polarized views have resulted in the lost ability to socialize with other people. Regardless of where you stand, we need to find common ground again and get back together. We need to treat each other equally, whether we're vaccinated or not vaccinated, whether we're for or against mandates and restrictions. We need to heal by being kind to each other, not being mean or rude out of frustration and or anger. When we are all kind to each other, people will be happier and get along with other people better. We need to heal by not judging people based on their choice to receive or not receive the COVID-19 vaccines, or based on their opinions about all things relating to COVID-19. Let us restore what we have lost.
Social media. On the surface, a good concept, capable of connecting millions of people together online through pictures, videos, stories, and more. Whether through TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or Facebook, people aged 16 to 24 spend on average 3 hours every day on social media. Doesn't sound too harmful. That's like watching a slightly longer than average movie every day. But the key words? Every day. Anything that is every single day is a significant part of your life. But before I continue, we need to go back to where it all started. The website Facebook was created in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg. There were other types of social media created before Facebook, but none would have the impact that Facebook had. Soon to follow these afterwards was Twitter in 2006, Instagram in 2010, Snapchat in 2011, and TikTok in 2017. Combining these ideas with a cell phone created what I like to call the social media dilemma. With 3 hours a day on average being spent on social media, that combines to nearly 1,100 hours per year, mostly wasted. The biggest mistake most people make is that they think they have time. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And once it's gone, you can never get it back. Having connections aren't wrong. Social connections with others are definitely important, even online. The problem is when it is no longer used to connect with others, and instead you get stuck endlessly scrolling, watching videos day in and day out, wasting your most valuable resource, time. Another problem is what social media really is. It is an addiction. It releases a chemical called dopamine. Every time you get a like, comment, retweet, favorite, you see that, and your brain releases this chemical that makes you feel good. It is known as the feel-good chemical. And as the creatures we are, we crave more of this. Over and over, we seek the approval and attention of others, just for one more like or one more comment. It's the same with alcohol and the high you get. Gambling whenever you win. And even when you eat sweets like candy and ice cream. They all release dopamine, but when it is in a balanced environment, there's no trouble. It's when it consumes you and takes you over. That's an addiction. And like all addictions, in time it'll destroy relationships, it'll cost time, it'll cost money, and it will make your life worse. Now that's a bad outcome, there's nothing you can do to avoid it, so you might as well stop. When you're out with friends and family spending time together, it should be about the people around you. Too many people are on their phone most of the time, and they should be spending time with others. The fundamental element of a relationship is being destroyed with no conversation because your phone has become your new source of entertainment instead of the people you are currently with. My solution isn't to ban social media, limit the time people under 18 can spend on it, or anything of the sorts. Social media is fundamentally good at its roots. It allows everyone to connect and spark new ideas together. My solution is to simply spread awareness. Hopefully this will inspire you to spend your time more wisely. To acknowledge that maybe every now and then you can be more productive. Instead of being the viewer, become the creator. Because after all, we only have so much time left on this earth. You might as well spend it trying to improve yourself as much as possible.
High school. An era in everyone's life that has a dark side that no one talks about. A place that looks like this, but feels like this. Depression, anxiety, judgment, relationships, traveling.
I bet most of the people watching this video won't be able to make it through without checking your phones or diverting your attention in some way. That being said, I hope you do make it through, and I do want to help you, so without wasting any more time, let's get into it. The biggest problem right now in the world is instant gratification. Basically what that is anything that gives us a small little burst of pleasure in the moment, but afterwards we feel worse than we did beforehand. So an example could be like eating junk food or scrolling on social media, right? You know, those chips taste pretty good and those videos are pretty funny while you're watching them. But afterwards I at least feel pretty crappy. These things cause other problems. Like for example, if you go anywhere at all, you'll see that basically everywhere, all if not most of the litter is just chip bags, pop bottles, cigarette butts, syringes, anything that gives us that small bit of pleasure is just littered everywhere. And if you think about all the problems social media causes, like depression, insecurities, anxiety, lack of productivity, and the worst one for me is like poor focus. Because if you think about like every time you like scroll from picture to picture or from video to video, you're training your brain to pick up and process information that quickly. So think about the last conversation you had with someone. I bet you don't remember most of it. And that's because you were probably having irrelevant thoughts, your mind was wandering, because you need to have an expanded attention span for you to like be able to process information as slowly as like reading a book or having a like normal paced conversation. So the way we combat these things is through delayed gratification. And basically that's anything that isn't necessarily very comfortable in the moment, but over time we begin to thank ourselves for them and it's just better for us in the long run. So if you think about like exercise, when you just hit the gym and you're all sweaty, you're all pumped up, it wasn't comfortable while you were hitting the workout, but afterwards when you like hop in the shower and you feel so energized, you feel like you can do anything. That is what delayed gratification does. It's like not super comfortable in the moment, but afterwards you feel amazing. So like eating clean is another example. Some might argue that like healthy food doesn't taste as good as like junk food. I disagree. But some people think that, and that's fine. But if you choose to eat healthier, then like you'll thank yourself for it. You'll feel much better. You'll probably sleep better. I'm not like a doctor or anything, but I feel like that's how those things would work. And one of the best ones for me is meditation. This really helps with your focus, because what meditation does is it makes you focus on something that's happening in the present moment. So you could just sit down, close your eyes, and focus on anything that's happening right now. So if you're outside, maybe you'll like feel the wind or hear the wind, or both. Or like the sounds of the birds, or anything, just as long as it's happening right now. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. It won't personally directly benefit me if you guys start meditating or start exercising, but I would like to see the world become a better place in my lifetime. And knowing that at least one person took a nugget of this video to heart, that would make me really happy, because I hope you guys aren't just taking everything I say with a grain of salt, because these are like the ramblings of a 14-year-old. But I'm glad you guys watched. This has been my video, and do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.
at the Coach House, where I've made so many wonderful memories, and the community has too. Let's go around and meet some more people who make the community so great. We are at Purcell asking people why they love their community. We met lovely Colleen, and she's going to tell you a story on why she loves her community.
I love working at this store. It brings me into the community. When I moved here, I didn't know a lot of people in the community. So through the 9 years that I've worked here, I've met a lot of people, seen the kids grow up and help seniors. I do a turkey drive at Christmas, a pay it forward type thing. And it's so fun to just watch the people's faces that get the free birds and that type of thing. It brings spirit. That my heart was so full at Christmas time when I did that turkey drive. It's community spirit. That's what it is for me. Yeah.
I'm here at Recreation Park, where I have made a lot of memories playing soccer with my friends, at the park playing when I'm waiting for my brothers to finish their soccer. And there's a lot of people who come here to volunteer as well. They coach soccer teams and baseball teams, and they even help at the canteen. I'd love to give back to my community when I'm a little bit older as well, so I can help at the canteen and maybe coach some soccer teams.
Here we are at the front of Young Baseball Diamond and Soccer, where I've gotten a bunch of life lessons from coaches who do it for free, a bunch of good snacks from canteen owners who do it for free. My coaches have taught me life lessons that I have passed down, and I can't wait to pass down to other people. That's a home run! Front of Young is a home run community! I'm here with firefighter Mike, and I'm here to ask you some questions and just be grateful that you're here serving our community. So, how long have you been a firefighter?
35 years.
Why did you choose to be a firefighter?
I just wanted to be able to help my community and give back a little bit.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
If I ever have a fire, I'll make sure to call you.
Please do. Remember, call 911.
Thank you.
And we've had a good relationship with Front of Young School for a long time. We have the kids to the fire hall for Fire Prevention Week every fall. I appreciate you guys coming over.
We're here at the Front of Young Pharmacy, where we're talking to Mr. Vader, and I actually have a nice experience here of getting my flu shot. I felt very comfortable, and at the end I was even offered chocolate.
Thank you, Dr. Vader, for everything you do for our community. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for trust. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay.
From me to you, Dr. Vader, thank you for helping our community. Within 300 meters from here, we just introduced you to a bunch of amazing people who make our community just as amazing as them.
This is why we love our community so much, and it's such a great thing to be here.
How long have you been a bus driver, Dave?
About 5 years now.
Why do you enjoy being a bus driver? What do you do?
Because I love meeting all the kids. And I always enjoyed being around with kids.
Would you say the community is the best you've ever seen?
This little town, yes.
Oh,
Yes, I do love this town.
Thanks again for driving us to and from school.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much for keeping us safe and driving us to school on time.
You're very welcome.
We're back at Front of Young, and I've realized that it's not just everybody else in my community that makes it so great. It also has a part of me in it. So we've also got to meet the person responsible for things like my thankfulness, my behavior, and there's so many more different examples on this board that we've made here with a mirror, because you're the person responsible for these things. So come and take a look.
For joining us on our little walk around our community. I really hope you understand how much we love our community now. And honestly, I think my favorite part was going to see Dr. Vader again, because he's a really big part of our community. He really impacts us on being safe and making sure we get our flu shots on time, and keeping us really informed about everything we need to know about our safety and health.
Now I didn't see him yet, but he is, okay, good, yes, excellent, thank you. We're going to ask Brockville City Councillor Cameron Wales to come up and say a few words and introduce our first prize category, which is the age 10 to 13 nominees.
Nice to see you too. I'm sorry I'm late, but as we know, instant gratification is bad for your health. What a wonderful evening. I'm always astounded, well, I shouldn't be astounded anymore, by the talent in our community, and especially in our wider community of Leeds-Grenville. Youth are always willing to share their talents with us on this stage, whether it's with performing arts or visual and film arts like we just saw. So absolutely wonderful. I'll stop talking though, and I'll yes, well, of course. But I'm very excited. So we're presenting, I guess, the first category here, which is the age 10 to 13 nominees. That's right. So again, the nominees are The Need for Kindness, Dogs, and You're Not Alone. So I wonder if we could get maybe a drum roll or something, please, or a little bit of an anticipation. And the winner is The Need for Kindness.
Congratulations again, Elizabeth. Okay, next category is the 14 to 17-year-olds, and I'd like to invite Alexa Wasik, a previous MyView winner. I can't remember what year it was, Alexa. Do you remember? 2016 MyView winner. Alexa joined us from Kingston tonight, so thank you for making the trip. There's your little envelope to read. Thank you.
Every year, the talent just gets better and better. It blows my mind every year. But I am honored to present the award for the 14 to 17 category. The nominees, just as a reminder, were Social Media Dilemma, Behind High School Preview, Instant Gratification is Bad for Your Health, and Passing of Time. Let's get a drum roll going again. And the winner is Social Media Dilemma by Jacob Mack.
Introduce Wendy Embleton now from Exit Realty of Eastern Ontario to introduce our newest prize category, which is the Best I Love My Community film.
Thank you, Rebecca. It's wonderful seeing how this is all coming together. I've been watching John, Deputy Mayor Brockville, do this for the last few years, so it was a really great opportunity for Exit Realty to get some viewpoints from the youth about why you love your towns. They're saying outside that you guys don't get to choose your house, your parents do, so it's nice to see that there is some love for that. The nominees for this year is Horizon Boulevard and I Love My Community. And the winner for 2023 is I Love My Community by Eden.
Replace that big novelty check with actual cold hard cash. So there you go. Got it now. to have that category. We always hoped that, oh yeah. We have had film entries in the past that are real like hypes and sending lots of love to people's community, so it's really fun now to have a whole category for that, and we hope it inspires more films next year. And I can't imagine a more perfect sponsor for that host than a real estate agency, which is all about loving your community and getting you into new ones. So. All right, I would like to invite my co-committee member, Deputy Mayor John Barkley, to the stage to present the grand prize winner for Best Overall Film.
Yeah, sure. I always have something to say. I'm a politician after a while. I want to thank everyone for attending, all the family and the friends and the guests, and the filmmakers themselves. It's always, you know, I recall the first time I saw something that I produced on the big screen, and talk about dopamine hits. You know, it's not like getting a like or 100 views. It's really a thrill, and I hope that the young filmmakers here really enjoyed seeing it projected live in this beautiful theater with big sound. So thanks for coming. And you know, I think as one of the films suggested, it's important to be producers of media, not just consumers. And I think that's part of the rationale for this film festival, to get young people expressing themselves in video, not just watching other people's videos or ads, etc. So thank you once again for coming. So it's my pleasure to present with Rebecca, the grand prize winner for Best Overall Film. Oh, You're Not Alone by Emma Yakumovich.
Amazing. Okay, whew, it's a little bit of a adrenaline low now. Okay, but if we're still on a little bit of a high, I have the pleasure of welcoming Anne Shropshire, the Manager of Cultural Services for the City of Brockville, to the stage for some closing remarks.
Thank you, everyone. We are really excited that the Brockville Arts Centre was able to be the venue for the MyView Film Festival. As a theatre for our community, we are honoured to showcase such talent. Thank you to the Festival Planning Committee, John Barkley, Rebecca Shams, the judges, the sponsors. It goes without saying, without support of the community, these events could not happen. I will keep my remarks very brief and very simple. To Aiden, Joseph, Zoe, Adam, Cheyenne, Jacob, Emma, Carter, and Elizabeth, thank you. Thank you for sharing your insight, your humor, your vulnerability, your creativity, and your passions. It takes courage to put yourself in the spotlight. You are certainly an inspiration to me, and I hope to all of us here tonight. Before departing, the organizers would like to ask all the nominees and presenters to gather on the stage for some more photos. But thank you all for coming this evening, and hopefully we'll see you next year.